So, y'all know normally I would play some music, give people time. I would do shit like that. I'm not gonna do that tonight. I've been at work all motherfucking day. And I got sent this shit so many times. Like, I was sent this so many times. Look at Kanye. Look at Candace. What the fuck, Rob? You told us. And I appreciate the people who will acknowledge that I told you. Okay. We are going to be talking about these two clowns wearing this White Lives Matter gear while they're at a Balenciaga fashion show or something to that effect, right? Um, but I will do a little chit chat here. I want to let y'all know that my Instagram page was put on some type of 30-day probationary period, in which case, I think at the end of those 30 days, they're going to delete it. If you check my description box, if you want to follow my new page on Instagram, I think this is probably my 8th or 9th page on Instagram. Instagram be fucking with me after a while. I don't know. I get going good, and I start getting people on my in my comments and liking my stuff, and then they gonna come knock me clean the fuck up out of there because, like it says in my bio, they scared y'all gonna have pride like me. I don't think it sits with them well. I don't think they like the idea of them being pulled down off a pedestal that we have them on. I don't think they really approve much of me conducting myself that way. It is my own particular niche that I do. This is something that I do that motherfuckers ain't doing. I don't know why we're not dealing with white worship and trying to push the black race forward into liberation, but first things first, right? That's kind of what my idea is as it pertains to pulling down these caves off this motherfucking pedestal that we have them on. First things first, okay? But we're gonna get into these two coons right here. We're gonna jump right into it. So let me just go ahead and say, first and foremost, shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. And I guess the least I could do is just share that I'm live right now. That's the least I could do. I'll share that I'm live. Um, this way people will know. And there's several things I did with this image when I saw it because it didn't throw me off or shock me. And I want to let black people know that we should not be upset about this. This is actually a good thing, and I'll explain why it's a good thing as we get rolling here. I have no, these two clowns. It's a good thing. Any black person that chooses to conduct themselves this way, it's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with this. Hold on, let me see. Okay, it's up now. Okay. But I'm gonna start at the top. Okay. I'm going to start at the top. Y'all hit that like button for me as y'all trickle in. Hit that like button for me because y'all know ain't nobody on YouTube doing this shit like me. I'm just gonna keep saying it, all right, until it becomes until it becomes true, like everybody else, right? Now, some of you may have watched the live stream that I did a couple days ago on here where we talked about Kanye West and we talked about him crying now or trying to sick his lawyers, which they're not going to be able to do shit. Anybody that's listening to anybody that's coming after the fact talking about lawyers when lawyers should have been present with you when you was signing those stupid ass contracts. They're not. He's just saying that shit, puffing his chest out, making him try to get a little piece of his pride back because it is gone. Adidas got it in their pocket and Gap have it in their pocket. Now he's talking about we got new lawyers, motherfucker. You just need lawyers that can read contracts, basic shit. You can probably actually get law students to do that shit for you. That you failed. You failed in SAL, you're gonna have to carry. Now, of course, we know he's changing his business model into, him basically selling his stuff himself from person to the streets, no middleman, essentially, which is what we saw that Sway told him to do a long time ago, right? Now, we also understand it because Kanye is talking about the fact that slavery was a choice. This is the same guy who y'all justified him saying this type of shit. Y'all said y'all understood where he was coming from. Kanye West is one of those people that no matter what he does, no matter how anti-black it is, black people will come out here and justify his behavior. Now, I don't know whether that's fanaticism, celebrity worship, because that's another motherfucker we need to knock down off pedestals is celebrities and entertainers that we worship like fucking, like we're, I can't even say like kids because kids get it from us. So we worship these people like we deserve to be in an insane asylum somewhere. Like we need to be not just on a couch, but in a goddamn straitjacket in a padded motherfucking room being medicated 17 times a day. That's how sick it is to me. That's how I look at us. Like it should be in the DSM. Fanaticism is pretty fucking ridiculous, and maybe that's why black people have a tendency to, allow Kanye to be as anti-black as he's able to be, and people will understand where he's coming from and say, "Man, that's genius." Black people are the only people I think in the world. I mean, based on all the research I've done, we are the only people that will have somebody come out here and be so race disloyal and we'll say church. We'll say church. We'll start sitting around a collection plate, jumping around, shouting. We act like these people are saying a word. Like coons have a new rhetoric these days. Like it changed or something. It's been the same for a very fucking long time. It's been the same. It has not changed in any type of way. But Kanye West gets to come out here and say slavery is a choice, and black folks stood up and gave him a goddamn round of applause. That's what they did. That's what they do for him, regardless of what he does, from signing bad contracts to coming out here being full-blown anti-black to make America great again hats and supporting Donald Trump. And he can do anything. He can do anything. And I'm telling you, I can't figure out why it's allowed. We are the only people who allow coons to reach such a level. Now, I can see if somebody was like, yeah, I mean, I don't fuck what he's talking about, but his music great. No, you'll justify what he says. Coons of a feather, right? Because the only reason I'm able to see that this is happening is because, well, black people are inherently 99% of us are full blown self-hating white worshiping coons. And Kanye just kind of give you an avatar as a celebrity to kind of walk through those spaces with, and coon it up the best way he can. You are living vicariously through him, and thus you are able to justify what he's saying. And then on the flip side of that, you have anybody who has money. Black people, we look at money equals intelligence. Whatever you make a year equals some form of great intellect, great intelligence. We do that. This is why you'll have black people that will devalue other black people who may not be in the same so-called tax bracket. They will tell you that you can't talk to them, ain't nothing you can say to them, ain't nothing you can teach them. There's nothing going on with that person at all because, motherfucker, you broke. We've taken on the white man and his mama capitalist mentalities. And I talk about that. Actually, I did a whole live about that on my Patreon. The subject at that time was Kanye's big brother and Jay-Z, right? We've taken on their mentalities and we use it at a regular working class people level. Like it's not even rich people. It's motherfuckers that work regular call center jobs that will call somebody broke, that may work at a McDonald's or at a restaurant or something like that. They will shame those people. Like, motherfucker, you flip burgers. You broke. You a janitor. You broke. This is trickled down into the working class people. That's how I know it's a sickness. It don't even sound right down here with us, but people run around acting like this, and particularly black people are silly this way. You even hear some of your so-called woke people, then this is how they'll insult people. You broke, you broke, you broke, you broke. This is how they'll insult other people, even y'all so-called woke leaders. right? This mentality. And I think that Kanye gets to get away with, because again, we're dealing with the um, richest black man in America. So, of course, if you look at money as equaling intelligence, then Kanye West may be a full blown genius to you. Fair. We talked about the flaw in Kanye, and then y'all let it ride for years. Y'all never paid any attention. When you listen to Kanye West talk, what you heard was a black man that was begging to get into white spaces and receive the respect and adoration that the caves give to themselves. He been crying and begging for that the entire time. He wanted to have his fashion designs treated like Dolce Gabbana and Gucci and Balenciaga. He wanted to be respected as these people were, not amongst black people. He don't give a fuck about getting respect amongst black people, which should be clear by now. He want the cave's respect. You better watch out for black folk who only want the cave's respect, who are willing to do anything to get that. Okay? Even sign stupid ass bad contracts just to get into those spaces. Now, we're going to fast forward to this Balenciaga fashion show, right? Now, you got Kanye here, and as you can see, if you can see his feet, he got on thong sandals, bedazzled thong sandals. This is high fashion to black folk. Bedazzled thong sandals, White Lives Matter on his shirt. Standing beside him is Candace Owens, a notorious coon who's also laying in the caves. Got her little half cave baby. Her and Kanye probably mesh and bond on this dream that they had ever since they decided that Cooning was going to be life. And I'm gonna try to be as serious as I can through here, but Cooning's life is funny as shit to me. When they decided Cooning was gonna be life, both of them, hey, you go, I'm in the caves, I'm gonna have this little cave baby, and this is gonna validate me over here with the caves, because if I give birth to or impregnate a cave, then they're gonna look at me the same. I'll get the same type of respect. What they leave out, what they have to do is be very, very anti-black. And I'm gonna tell you, when I looked at this picture, the first thing that jumped in my mind was black women and black men who hate each other. You'll hear this type of commentary here on YouTube and in social media spaces, and you'll hear this rhetoric come out where black men and women who hate the opposite race, or not the opposite race, but the opposite sex, who hate each other. When in my mind, this is how they should be, because both of them has something that is very, very, very common amongst them, and that is the worship of the caves. Upon that alone, when you listen to black women talk the shit that they're going to talk about black men, you hear them uplift the caves. When you listen to black men talk the shit they're going to talk about black women, you'll hear them uplift the caves. On this commonality, they should be able to come together and find some love. I think they should be forming little goddamn groups and everything. Do you hate your motherfucking self? Do you hate the person that gave birth to you, or the person who aided in putting this life into your mom? Well, this is the place for you. These people can come together, because quiet is kept. It's not a lot of them. I don't want y'all to panic. I be seeing people panic sometimes. Because I'm telling you, that's the first thing I saw. When I saw these two coons, I said, two coons in a pod. That's what I thought. That's immediately what I thought. Do not panic, black people, because I've been out here looking at this YouTube shit. And let me just say to you that the amount of black women who hate black men verbally, I mean, I'm talking about just come out here and are proudly hating black men. The amount of black men who are proudly hating black women, if you add up every single one of their channels, every single one of their subscribers, y'all, it's not touching even 3 million. It's not touching it. Black men and women are in this country. I believe we're at 55 to 60 million people. It's not It's a small group of angry, need love ass niggas. They just need love. That's what they need. They don't know how to say it though, because they're coons and because they're such self-haters. They don't know how to just say, "Well, I need love." They can't say that. That sounds too honest. So these bitches get on here and lie. That's what they do. They just lie. That's what both of them do. They all just sit around and lie because the truth, it don't take as long, and the truth isn't going to be as sensationalized as this bullshit. And I'm telling you, add up every channel. I'm talking about all the black women channels that hate black men, all the black men channels that hate black women. You're not gonna get even 3 million. You won't even get that. I promise you. I've been looking. Add them up. Okay. So don't fret. Don't worry. I know it's still annoying to see these motherfuckers. And you wondering, how the fuck can anybody listen to that? I wonder the same thing. I wonder, how can anybody respect coons? How is that possible? That anybody black would respect Kanye West? It's mind blowing. And it'll enrage you a little bit because I don't get it fully, right? But do not fret. You can calm down. All right. These are a smaller group. Now, of course, they're a bigger group than you want them to be, even at 3 million. They're a bigger group than you want them to be, but it's not like it's 50 million. Now, the problem with about 50 plus million, I would say 59 million plus, is going to be white worshiping, whether consciously or subconsciously. That's what I see black people doing all the time. This is what will make and I was reading an article about this, White Lives Matter. And what the article said is that this has been deemed a hate speech. White Lives Matter because the Klan talk like that. Because quiet is kept, the caves get out here and cry. Nobody acknowledges this. They cry about being disenfranchised, not having jobs like they used to, not being as prominent in the country as they used to be. Listen to I'm talking about any Klan rally, white supremacist groups, listen to them speak. I don't know whether we do that or not. I think we see them like, they racist as fuck. Listen to these bitches talk. They act like there's a conspiracy to take them out. If you listen to them actually speak. Now, of course, the people who talk about these caves and how great the caves are and how we put the caves up over every other race of people on the planet will leave this part out. The caveman is a strong man, and he don't never complain, and he don't do anything but build and take care of his families and kids and marry his hoes, that type of rhetoric, right? Listen to these racists speak. Listen to them. They believe they're being systematically taken out. They're crying about it. Now, you'll hear some of these people get on here and say, well, black men doing all this crime. We're acknowledging a fact. The caveman will make up alternative facts to run on, and y'all don't say anything. His mama sitting right there beside him, egging him on. Nobody says a word. It's black people that do all this complaining all the time. That's what these people that call themselves being tough on black folk will say. And y'all let them. That's the fucked up part, is y'all let them. Y'all think that's bars. Oh, yeah, these niggas do be complaining. Acknowledging the oppressive systemic racism in this country is not complaining. It's acknowledgement. It's acknowledgement. The caves acting like somebody's after them, that's complaining. Because we know that's fake news, right? That's not real shit. That's fake news. That's a pandemic they'll make up to try to push this white supremacist narrative in the minds of other white people, and they don't really have to try that hard. They don't even got to go hard, really. Nobody talks about that. We're too busy uplifting the caves to actually look at these motherfuckers for who they are. Kanye West and Candace Owens are two prime examples of this. Kanye West was just talking about how his kids was black. They needed to get black education. He was just crying about that some weeks back. You know, he likes to come out online and complain about his cave bitch and what she's allowing his children to do and what she won't let him do and what schools they should go to. He likes to cry all the time. Y'all told me being rich gives you power. I don't know why Kanye West is not a case study in that not being true. Or this motherfucker wouldn't be crying. He wouldn't be signing bad contracts. His shit would be tight, right? Richest black man in America, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, incorporated. Y'all told me money equals power. This is why y'all shame people who don't have money. Now, to me, of course, over here at B123, pride equals power. Money is an amazing product to have on your side, but it don't equal too much of anything other than you being able to take care of your family, of course, pass down generational wealth. Not saying these things aren't important, but when you got a bunch of coons running around, when the richest amongst you are full-blown coons, what good is that for the people? Kanye been begging Balenciaga to let him be respected as one of them for years. They finally let his ass walk down the runway, and this motherfucker puts on a White Lives Matter t-shirt. And Candace, who is constantly, I mean, she never stops. It's daily at this point. I think this bitch even got a show. I think Candace even has a show because I've seen clips of her and she looks like she's in like a studio or some shit talking about, you know, things that she deems important. And above all, being anti-black. She's doing it on a daily basis. And the caves are loving her for it. Now, me being against them wearing this White Lives Matter shirt is not me being for Black Lives Matter. I think if you have to beg a society to look at your life and you have to tell them that it matters, then it really doesn't. It may matter to you. It doesn't matter to anybody else. Trying to get society to see that your life matters is a waste of fucking time. Black people have been saying our lives matter for a decade. Before the slogan and hashtag came out, black folk been saying that. They just came up with a new packaged way to say it. Got them George Soros cave ass to fund them and then ran off on the plug and bought mansions with y'all's money. If you have to tell a society that your life matters, then it doesn't. Facts. Black Lives Matter only shows up when there is black death. Facts. They're not talking about black life. They're not. Or they'd have been talking about the motherfucking water systems in these black areas. Jackson, Mississippi would not be a news flash or a headline. Black Lives Matter been talking about that, right? If they talking about black life. They don't. And I've been against them bitches the whole time. If you've been following me for a while, you know this. They're not talking about no damn black life. You got to die first. Mm. And that makes me be against them. Because I've heard people talk about black life. Some of the greatest orators, the greatest teachers, people that were what we deem these days as pro-black, conscious people that talked about black life. They only show up in black death, and they still beg in the caves to look at our lives as something that's supposed to be important, right? I didn't want them to do that on my behalf because I'm not begging the caves to look at me like I matter. I don't give a fuck about that. I want to matter to my own people. That's it. And I'm not even begging for that. But them the only people I care about. I don't give a fuck about these caves. That's a coon's errand. I changed it from fool's errand to. That's a coon's errand. I don't give a fuck about. I don't need no caves. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't have to matter to them. Matter to my people, to my children. I could give a fuck less about a cave thinking my life matters. Now, y'all tell me if we have any Kanye West fans in here. How do you justify this? Is he trolling? Because of course some people gonna let Kanye off the hook by saying, "Oh, he trolling." We the only people that do that. Like nobody else does that. You don't get to be race disloyal and then motherfucker, oh, they just trolling. Ha ha ha. They got you again. He wasn't serious about the Make America Great Again hat. Ha ha ha. Black folk the only people that do that. What does trolling mean to you? Is that honorable? Is it laughable? Why the fuck are we always running around laughing and playing and kikiing and giggling? Why is that a joke? How is that possible that that's a joke? This man is anti-black. I don't care if you want to flash back to him saying George Bush doesn't care about black people. You can stay frozen in time if you must, if that's what's going to do it for you. But the closer and closer Kanye got to getting this bag that y'all be talking about securing all the time, the more and more Cooning he decided to do. What he learned was, well, I could just turn my back on black folk. I mean, it's black folk. They don't make up most of the country. If I want to secure a bag, I'll be securing the bag with the caves. Beware of people who talk about securing bags. When you listen to these people talk about securing bags, what you hear is them being anti-black to do so. That is running rampant on this bourgeoisie black YouTube. The secure the bag culture. Invest in stock crypto culture, coon ass niggas. Secure the bag. Turn your back on black people and get as much money as you can. That's what that means, generally speaking. That's what it means. Ain't no sense of pride in that. Motherfuckers gonna tell you you don't got no value if you don't got no money. These motherfuckers don't have no integrity, no pride. Some of the greatest teachers amongst us didn't have no whole lot of money. I will take them with they two nickels to rub together, 1,000 of them over one Kanye. That could just be me. Because again, we live in this era now where secure the bag is the thing. You'll be shamed if you ain't got money. Black men get shamed for it all the time. Your women calling you broke. Other men will call you broke. I will take two nickels rubbed together, John Henry Clark, Dr. Amos Wilson, Dr. Francis Chris Wilson, Brother Malcolm. I will take all these people, Fred Hampton. I will take these people over all this motherfucking money y'all talking about. Y'all think y'all went and paid for the even though again, and you may have mixed feelings about the Civil Rights Act, but there wasn't did nobody pay for it, vote for it? Nobody. That was none of that. That was people staying on these motherfuckers' heads as a collective. There was nobody buy that. The fact that I can sit here on this goddamn YouTube and talk this shit, ain't nobody buy that. The hell you niggas be talking about? What are y'all talking about? I understand using the money to get some infrastructure jumped off. Kanye not doing that. The richest black men amongst us don't do that. You know, hospital being built. They're not doing that. They're just trying to enrich themselves even further. They'll tell you about art you can invest in, like a Jay-Z. He'll tell you about some art. These motherfuckers got all that bread and still scared. How? Y'all told me that money equals power. Money means you don't have to coon like this. That's what y'all told me. Money equals freedom. This what y'all told me. Y'all been telling me I've been tripping for years. I was told that money equals freedom. Was y'all lying? Or was y'all under some type of spell, some type of mirage, some type of hysteria that made you believe this? Capitalism done fucked y'all up. Ain't not one right that black people have been bought in this country, not once. Why the fuck y'all keep talking about money? How is that possible? All we need is capital amongst black people. What are they saying? What's the number? That $1.2 trillion? That ain't free nobody. It ain't damn sure ain't free no niggas' mind. It's done nothing. Niggas dress in designer, Balenciaga. What is it? What is that shit doing? What is money doing? Where's the Rock Nation Hospital? The Blue Ivy Hospital? Wellness Center? Clinic? Where is it? You cannot trust these entertainers. And Brother Malcolm Ben told you. Kanye West can get here, and I mean, he can literally say anything. Anything. Any and everything. Anti-black. And black people are so anti-black ourselves. Hell, y'all need to be telling other black folk that Black Lives Matter. Some of the rhetoric I'm hearing right now on goddamn YouTube, fuck talking to white folk. You might want to turn to your next fellow coon and tell him, because y'all disrespecting history and everything. I'm listening to people rewrite history, just like Kanye did. Slavery of choice. Bars. This is y'all don't get what he fully saying. He's saying like nigga, no. No. They are rewriting black history right here on YouTube. Black folk doing it. Motherfuckers will tell you that ain't nobody fought and died for the rights that they have right now. They'll disrespect the shit out of black men and women in this country. And then motherfuckers will say anything about black people, other black people. And y'all will clap. Disgusting ass niggas. And that's why Kanye appeals to so many of you niggas. That's why somebody like Candace Owens will appeal to you niggas. Because y'all just as disgusting as they are. Y'all let people say anything about black people. And you don't even hold like, okay, hold on. Now, look, I get that, it could be some trash ass shit going on here, but slow down now. Y'all won't even slow nobody down. That's how much of a fucking that's how much self-hate going on out here. Y'all won't even slow a motherfucker down. Like, hold on now, goddamn it. I know you trying to go in, but let's take a second to think about what the fuck you saying and why you can even say it. We couldn't even look at the why somebody can even get on this YouTube or whatever platform and even speak. You got niggas like Kanye out here disrespecting black people. Bitches like goddamn Candace Owens out here disrespecting black people, and no nobody even say nothing. Won't even slow them down. Now hold on, bitch. You had a point over there at sentence 1, but by sentence 4, you going full blown coon. You had a point, but now you're cooning. Y'all won't even tell them. You won't even tell them. Well, yeah, they right. I know you might not like the what they saying, but they is right. No, they're not. Anybody disrespecting your ancestors ain't right. You can have some criticisms of the ancestors, but you cannot completely disrespect the ancestors while you sitting on a goddamn line, online, typing and talking and shit. You don't get to disrespect your ancestors. You don't get to do that. I don't care how much money you got. You don't get to do that. You don't get to be motherfucking Lizzo, who is a complete full-blown coon playing a goddamn James Madison flute. You don't get to do that. Nobody black clap. Oh, I see what she was. Yeah, she was up there doing it. No, that's a coon. On the path of the coon, playing a James Madison flute in front of everybody and with pride. This motherfucker owned slaves. Didn't want to free no damn slaves of any kind. Would have murdered anybody trying to escape his plantation. This bitch playing his flute. Black folk clapping their goddamn hands. Coons of a motherfucking feather. And this is where we at right now. This ain't about money. See, a lot of people make it about money. I'm telling you, if you look at the people who got the most money, they still coons. So it can't be about money. Y'all need to stop saying that. This ain't got nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with money at all. Everything to do with black pride. It has nothing to do with money at all. I done met coons bagging groceries. You got coons playing flutes. You got the richest black man in America, coon. Has nothing to do with money. And Candace Owens, for all of her, would be, some people say, well, she intelligent if you really listen to her. Oh, I done leaned in and squinted and everything. I don't hear it. I done leaned in, squinted my eyes. I done did everything I could. I don't hear it. This bitch will say two things that halfway make some sense, and then 1,000 things after that is full-blown cooning. Well, if you just really listen, try that. The bitch is a coon. But black folk, we so fucking low on ourselves, and we hate ourselves so much. And we're always reacting and responding out of emotion. That anybody saying something anti-black, we'll try to hear some goddamn gospel in it. That's how much you hate your motherfucking self. You want to hear some gospel. And motherfuckers are standing around clapping their motherfucking hands. And you got all these fucking coons from rich to poor to middle class running around this whole goddamn country being coons. And black folk want to keep telling me this about money. I'm telling y'all skipping a step. And I don't give a fuck if I got to shout this shit by myself. I'm telling you that you're skipping a step. And we always are. We always want to skip a step. You have to take the caves off the pedestal you have them in your coon ass mind. That you have them on in your coon ass mind. First, nothing else moves. Nothing's going to move until black people do this work. Nothing is going to move. I don't give a fuck whether you go build you some museums, build you some schools. I don't give a fuck about none of that you doing. I'm going to be honest with y'all. And y'all might be mad at me tonight after this, but I don't give a fuck. Because I keep telling y'all, and this is why we still here. Because we want to skip this step. The vital, most important step to all this shit. You have to take the caves off the pedestal. Listen to these niggas online. You'll hear it yourself. Listen to them uplift goddamn caves on here. You can't even talk about a relationship without them uplifting the caves. You can't even talk about black love without them uplifting the caves. Listen to these motherfuckers. You'll hear the same thing I hear. I wish I had a sound bite of how a bunch of fucking raccoons sound in a group. I wish I had a sound bite of that right now. What the fuck? But everything about money, right? Popularity, big platforms. Black folk ain't doing shit with neither thing. Nothing. Like whether you popular, big platform, got the money, black folk ain't doing shit with none of that. Bacooning. Mm-hmm. Tell me I'm lying. You can. You can tell me I'm lying right now. Tell me I'm lying. It doesn't make sense to me that we'll continue to justify the behaviors of all these coons out here, justify it in our own personal life. Like, how the fuck y'all still out here hollering at coons? Because coons of a feather. It's a lonely motherfucking path when you stop fucking with coons. I'm here to tell you it is. The path can be lonely as fuck. You may not win the popularity contest. Balenciaga may not call you to walk on their motherfucking runway. I seen a goddamn interview of well, I listened to a little bit of it. I ain't gonna say watch the whole thing. Goddamn Meg Thee Stallion talking to Hillary Clinton. Meg Thee Stallion talking to Hillary Clinton. And she didn't do nothing but coon the whole goddamn time. Talking about some damn WAP and empowerment for women. Because now feminism ain't nothing but cooning. I'm just gonna tell you that just straight like that. Feminism ain't shit but cooning. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what it is. Feminism ain't shit but cooning. The so-called black manosphere ain't shit but cooning. Ain't nothing but cooning on both sides. That's all this stuff is. Whole bunch of coon shit. Coons yelling at each other. Mad. Mm-hmm. You can tell me I'm lying. I mean, it's okay. You can tell me I'm lying. Feminism ain't nothing but coon shit. The so-called black manosphere ain't nothing but coon shit. That's all it is. At its core. It's just what it is. Mm-hmm. At its core, that's what it is. A bunch of coon shit. But y'all know how niggas is. Niggas see a fight, they gonna want to see what's going on. That's how they get their audience. Oh, it's a fight. They don't like who I don't like. Let me go see what they're talking about. Mm-hmm. That's all this is. It's basic elementary school, what they would call the fight at recess. Like it's basic shit. And I'm talking about these grown people. And I'm sitting out here looking at this shit. And I'm like, why the fuck ain't nobody shaking their head? Ain't nobody, mad about this shit? Like, we acting like fucking children. Ooh, it's a fight. I don't like them either. What? Y'all niggas is coons. Coons. And you wonder why it's still able to flourish. This is why Kanye West can come out here and say slavery was a fucking choice. Let that bitch ass nigga have said the Holocaust was a choice. Let him have been, hell, he could have been a cave Jew. The cave Jews would not let him say no shit like that. They'd be like, he preaching a word. They wouldn't do that. Black people, the only people that will do that will disrespect black men, and they'll say somebody preaching a word. Will disrespect black women, and they'll say somebody preaching a word. Black folk, the only people that do that. The Holocaust was a choice. Nazis' lives matter. Yeah, right. Can't nobody. Man. Yeah, fucking right. You think a Jewish person, a so-called Jew, a cave, really, will grow a platform being a anti-Jew? Won't happen. Would be impossible for it to happen. Let's say you got a Jewish ass hoe, and she wanted to grow a platform off of talking shit about Jewish men. Yeah, right. The fuck out of here. Or vice versa. Yeah, fucking right. And like I've been telling y'all, they may say men and women, but listen to black folk talk. They don't just say men and women. They say black men and black women. Everybody else talk about men and women dynamic. They'll just say men and women. Black folk hate themselves so much, they're going to make it seem like, well, only black women do this. Only black men do this. Niggas the only ones that do that because we hate ourselves so much. So that will then create an audience. It creates a lane or a pathway for a black person to come out here and say slavery is a choice. It creates that climate that makes that be okay. It creates that atmosphere that makes that be okay. And y'all don't feel no type of way about it. Nobody feels any type of way about being anti-black. As long as they just anti-black men or anti-black women, this is what we dealing with out here. It creates that climate. So now once y'all niggas is fighting amongst yourselves, somebody can come in, slip in slavery of choice. Oh yeah, he makes sense. And y'all go right back to fighting and arguing. Big of a platform as he has. Big, I mean, and I don't know how big Candace Owens' platform is, but she has a platform and she's out here, pandering to the caves, being anti-black. And the conservatives will say she preaching the word. You have to understand how y'all look. And I know, you're making a couple dollars, so y'all don't care. I mean, black people are for sale at all times. Every bit of us is for sale at all times. It never stops. And I'm talking about, when I say for sale, I'm talking about on sale, BOLO, or BOGO. You niggas running buy one, get one clearance specials. Been running that shit for forever. For sale at all times. Anything that'll get you a couple dollars, anything that'll get you some attention, anything that'll get you a couple likes. It don't even take currency anymore. It don't even take fiat currency no more. If it'll get you some attention, some likes, and some other miserable ass bitch made motherfuckers standing around clapping for you, you will do it. Black people are the only people that do that in this whole fucking world. Nobody else will do that. Let an Asian cave come out here and call themselves just going in on Asian hoes. Yeah, right. And they don't even like they hoes. Yeah, fucking right. Asian bitch think she want to come over here and talk shit about Asian men and build a platform off of it? Yeah, fucking right. It won't happen. Nobody else allows that. That's treason to every other group of people. Why don't we see that? Why is it okay for motherfuckers to be coons? And nobody says anything, especially if they got a couple dollars. Then it's chalked up. And it's allowed. Look at the platform in which he did this. He did this at a Balenciaga fashion show. Ain't nobody come say, hey, Kanye, get the fuck up out of here. They're not going to do that. The same way YouTube allows black men and women to sit around hating each other and they don't demonetize them or anything. They demonetize me. They're not going to demonetize these coon ass niggas. You can say anything about black people. And particularly if you're black. They love it. They love it then. Oh, they love that shit. That's the same reason YouTube allows that. Balenciaga gonna allow that. Now let him came up in there with a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on. They might have walked him the fuck up out of there. Even though we know the organization is some bullshit, they still would have walked him the fuck up out of there. With a shirt on to say, the Chicago PD killed or assassinated Fred Hampton. Let him walk in there in the back of his shirt say some shit like that. Murdered Fred Hampton in his fucking sleep. They'd have walked this bitch ass up out of there. Because you niggas get to be anti-black everywhere. Anywhere you go, it's allowed. And you don't look at that as odd? Like, you don't think nothing of that at all? Nothing. But something wrong with me. We're at a very pivotal point, in my personal opinion. We are at a very pivotal point for black men and women. Very pivotal. There must be lines drawn in the sand. Period. Fence straddlers, swindlers, hustlers, all this shit. No, no. There needs to be a very clear, definitive differentiation between whether or not you want some coon shit. And I don't give a fuck whether you fence straddling. That's still coon shit to me at this point. Because if you can come out here and do White Lives Matter bold, full blown, in front of all these caves, nobody says a thing. Coon is sitting there smiling big as hell. But y'all telling me you can't have black pride the same way? I'm not accepting it. I'm done. I'm done. And y'all know I don't give much many passes any goddamn way. I'm done. Y'all can come out here and be anti-black in all caps whenever you get ready. But you'll tell a so-called hotep or somebody's pro-black, we need to shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Yes, you. Fuck you. That's tomorrow. That's next week. That's round November. That's period. Fuck you. Fuck what you talking about. Fuck the people that listen to you. Fuck them finding logic in what you talking about, anything that you're saying, because most of these motherfuckers get out here and just want to disrespect our ancestors, and that's their claim to fame. You will disrespect us as a people right now and use the ancestors to further disrespect us as a people. Fuck you. And fuck what you talking about. Your bitch ass wouldn't even be in the position you're in right now if it wasn't for your ancestors fighting and goddamn putting their life on the line for you. You would not be in this position. So fuck you. That's how I feel. We need to start taking our ancestors serious, because I don't think we take them seriously enough. And what we are taught to take seriously is the motherfucking cave Jesus. We take him seriously. Don't use his name in vain. Hold on. Somebody printing something. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get this out the printer. Hold on. Hold on. First, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me go on because I'm going right back. Y'all let me know with a comment in the comment section. Just let me know if you can hear me. And once y'all let me know y'all can hear me, I'll continue going. Okay, say less. Now, okay, I'm gonna pick back up at fuck you. Okay? Fuck you, fuck what you're talking about. Because what y'all allowed this society to do is have you say you won't use the Lord's name in vain. You never seen this motherfucker. He never did anything for you at all. You won't use Jesus' name in vain. That's blasphemy. Y'all use these type of terms, you going to hell about your cave Jesus. But when it comes to your ancestors, you can be disrespectful as fuck every day, all day. Every day, all day. Black women ain't did nothing but sit out here and get welfare and kick the men out the homes. Fuck you. Black men ain't never built nothing, ain't do nothing for our people at all. Fuck you. Fuck what y'all talking about. And fuck anybody listen to these people and you won't even say anything. How you let people say this type of shit? How y'all let it slide through? All these people we had, all these great people we had historically in our lineage, in our historical lineage, y'all gonna let people just disrespect? That's what y'all doing? Cause you mad? You paved the way for Kanye. You paved the way for Candace Owens. No other community allows this type of coon shit to go on full blown in front of everybody and find just cause in it. Nobody else does that. Because it don't make sense. It makes no sense. And you need to start looking around and trying to figure out, okay, why the fuck is this allowed? Why is this okay? Why is this okay? Now, understand, let me say this. We shouldn't be mad at Kanye West and Candace Owens. We should be mad at ourselves for letting it get to this point. That's because they black. They know they black. There is no mistake. Well, at this point, it's questionable, right? But they know they black. They know they can get away with this because they talking about black folk. They disrespecting black folk. They know they can do that. Anybody and everybody can do that. They know that shit. Because we going to let them. There will be enough people that will justify Kanye. They'll understand where he's coming from and his genius and his bedazzled thong sandals with socks on. He is a fashion genius. That's what he is to y'all. A hip hop mogul, a businessman. Y'all didn't look at him funny when he had the pick of the litter of any woman he wanted in the world, and he picked a cave. Y'all don't look at people funny when they do that. Any woman in the world, and he picked a fucking cave. That don't. I mean, I'm not talking about the little. Some of these incels is what y'all call them, the incel community and shit, who don't really have many options. Kanye West, rich motherfucker, got some bread on him. Could have had any woman in the world. He picked a cave. That in itself should let you know something about a motherfucker's mentality right there. That should let you know something. That leads to slavery as a choice and make America great again, hugging Donald motherfucking Trump and smiling and all this old shit. Now we at White Lives Matter. Like it lets you know the path that they own. That should cause you to side eye, motherfucker, at least. But I don't think we should be mad at them. We have to be mad at ourselves. We said this was okay. With every click, every like, every bit of understanding that we give to other black people when they disrespecting the shit out of our people because they mad at the opposite sex. Every black feminist that calls herself taking it to the black man. Now get the fuck out of here and sit your stupid ass down somewhere. Every so-called black manosphere. Sit your stupid ass down somewhere. You showing these black women by cussing them out? You teaching them a lesson? Really? You got your passport? That's gonna show them, right? Sit your stupid ass down somewhere and go pay for pussy overseas like you gonna do any goddamn one. Let's be very clear about what's going on here. Like, nigga, take them $10 and go buy you some pussy. Like, stop glorifying and acting like you doing some big hot shit. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you talking about? Who you trick? Well, I'm sure a lot of these they are tricking people with that. But boy, if you don't get the fuck out of here, like this gonna show these black American women. This gonna show them, huh? You going to pay for pussy? Gonna show somebody? Gonna teach somebody a lesson, my nigga? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. Y'all sound dumb. No other group of people. It looks dumb. And at some point, we must call it out as such. It's dumb. It's treason. It's treason. Now, again, it's not most of us that's on this. Most of us are full-blown coons, yes. Most of us are not anti-black, their counterpart. That's a smaller group of people. A much smaller group of people. People who are attracted to that rhetoric. There are some people that will congregate just to hear a black man disrespect black women. There are black women that will congregate just to hear a black woman disrespect black men. It's a smaller group of people, so y'all do not fret. But this White Lives Matter shit, we paved the way for this by being so fucking understanding and being so fucking anti-black ourselves. We paved the way for it by explaining away the slavery was a choice shit, by anybody understanding what the fuck he was saying. And had he came to the realization that signing a bad contract is a choice, then maybe he'd have done better about his brand. Mm-hmm. With your hoe ass. Now listen, I'm gonna get to some of y'all's comments. If you have any, if you've understood what I've said thus far, put a B123 in the chat. Could you do that for me? Put a B123 in the chat. Give me a cool ass like real quick. Subscribe to the channel while you at it. Why not? If you in the right mindset. If you're not ready yet, don't subscribe. I'm not asking for subscribers just so my number can be big. I don't want that. That doesn't do anything for me. If you ready to change that coon ass mindset you got, subscribe to the channel. Let me start adding that little caveat right there. Not just subscribe just because. Like, no, don't do that. If you ready. Because most of us ain't ready. But if you're ready to even start this journey of decoonifying yourself, subscribe to the channel. Okay? Follow me on social media. I told y'all they fucked up my Instagram shit. So by all those links in the description box. I'm gonna get to some of y'all's comments now. Mad love to everybody putting the B123 in the chat. Mad love to you. I know people sometimes say I'm harsh and I cuss too much and all this old shit, but I really, at this point, man, like, if you're not a little bit fired up about this shit, you're not ready. Don't subscribe. Don't subscribe. Because to the people that's ready, this right here is food. What I'm saying is food. That's all it is. It's food and beverage. That's what it is. If you're not ready for this shit, just stand down. Come listen every once in a while, and at some point you may be ready. You may not ever be ready. But if you are, come on. If you understand the step that people keep wanting to skip, even the woke niggas, like, you cannot skip the most important step into black liberation is pulling that cave down off that pedestal. Step one. Got to. That has to be done. We got to stop wanting to be like them, look like them, value what they value. We got to stop. We got to stop. And we got to stop painting them in such a light that makes them the best. They're the best mothers. Like, I be hearing some of the dumbest, I'm talking about some of the dumbest shit I ever hear. And people clap. I don't get it. The best fathers? Huh? Y'all say anything to be anti-black. And we done with it. We done with it. The shot. Hold on. We get to y'all comments. We start with Elaine. Elaine, what you got for me? Let's see what you got. Elaine says, isn't ADOS/FBA not B123 since they are in the country first? Hell no. No, they don't just get to be B123 because they FBA. Hell no. B123 is a decision. It's not a lineage. No, I never said that. It's not a lineage. It's not whether you're native to this land. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. B123 is a decision. No, ADOS, FBA ain't got nothing to do with none of no B123 shit. Nothing. Unless they make the decision to come fuck with B123 shit. No. Hell no. No way. Not at all. Nope. Mm-mm. And I don't want people getting that confused. B123 is a decision to stop cooning. Okay? Taking the caves up off that pedestal. FBA, ADOS, no, they're not doing. I don't know. Okay, I won't say that I know. I don't know what all they talking about, but no, ain't nobody talking. I don't hear nobody talking about this. No, they're talking about reparations and stuff like that. Like, that's cool, but no. Nah, B123 is a decision. Deshaun, you wild. Deshaun, I hope you run into these two one day, Rob. Maybe you can talk some sense into them coons. Yeah, right. They would have to acknowledge the fact that they coons first. And people with this type of platform, with people clapping, I can't even get regular people to do this. With no platforms, no big social media presence, let alone billions of dollars, big following. It's hard for regular people to do it. Because everybody want to already say they already good. Don't nobody want to deal with it. Don't nobody want to deal with the fact that they on some coon shit and they got the cave up on the pedestal in their mind. They don't want to deal with that. That's a hard, it's a hard reality. We think somebody decided they an addict and they need to change is heavy and hard. Black people deciding and looking in themselves and seeing that coon in there is even harder than that. It's even harder than that. That's a word. That's a whole word. Naps says, if Kanye is consciously trolling us, as they say, can we stop blaming his mental illness? That's a whole word. Because that's exactly what they did when he was talking about that slavery was a choice shit. Talking about his bipolar. Like, motherfucker, coon, coon. Like, that's all it is. That's all it is a coon. All it is a coon. He know if he turn his back on black folk, that will get him in the places where he want to be. That's what he knows for a fact. We got to look at the numbers. Even though we don't like to sometimes, we have to look at the numbers here in America. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated. We are a minority. Okay? It just is what it is. We are a minority. If you are in the business of making money and you are a strict, just basic capitalist, what audience would you target? If you wanted to make the maximum amount of money, this is just logic right here. If you want to make the maximum amount of money, what audience are you going to target? From a business standpoint, would you target the minority or would you go after the majority and get them on your side? Now, me, I don't need that much money, so I don't have to do. I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do all of that. Money is everything to people, but it's not. To me, integrity counts. And in this world where we've put integrity to the side, it's gone. It's not even fashionable. It's not even cool. It's gone. It's gone. It's bag, 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 bag. That's it. That's all. And the capitalists love that shit because you're going to work yourself to death for it. You're going to work yourself clean to death for it. Keep your head down and work. Go get all them bags because that's exactly what a capitalist wants you, with your head down working. That's it. And don't let nobody shame you. Don't let nobody shame you. Talk about no fucking money. Don't let nobody do you like that. Don't feel bad. Don't carry that in your spirit. Don't do that to yourself because you'll spend all your life, trying to chase down this illusion, chase down this mirage. All this money is not helping people live longer. It's not giving them or granting them a better life. We are seeing black men dying at very early ages. Very early ages. Some of them had their hand on some money. That don't do it. It don't. I mean, it's cool, but it ain't. It's not prolonging your life. It's not prolonging your life. Those are just facts. I get that. Fiery Phoenix. Yeah, it's just trying to make his money. I get that. I still gotta charge his bitch ass though. I don't give a fuck what he's trying to do. That may make sense to some people. It doesn't make any sense to me. Therefore, I'm not gonna let that shit slide. You don't gotta coon that hard to make no money. You don't have to do that. And I don't give a damn what nobody say. Everybody wants you to believe that you have to be a coon to make money. No, you don't. And I'm tired. Black people believe that shit wholeheartedly. Like, no, you don't. You don't have to do that. I think that we would have even more spending power, as this is the terms that they use in the economic conversation. I think we'd have more spending power if we didn't coon and sell out everything that we invent. I think we have more spending power right now if we didn't feel like we had to coon all the goddamn time. I think we'd be even more powerful. If you ask me, we'd be greater if it wasn't for money. I think even what people would deem, we were talking about black love. I think it'd be greater if it wasn't for money. Who knows what the number one cause of divorce is? Who knows? Somebody type it in the chat if you know. What is the number one cause for divorce? Silverback know what it is. Money. The number one cause for divorce is money. Now, you can look at these people cheating and all this old shit, and you can think that's what it is, but no. And we're going to watch. Actually, because I know we was going to be dealing with doing our documentaries. I think Divorce Corp want to be one. It's going to be one of the first ones I want to show y'all. Divorce Corp. It came out in about 2012, 2014. It's money. The number one cause for divorce is money. So in my mind, and I ain't gonna say this is right, what I'm about to say. In my mind, the number one cause for marriage then must also be money. It ain't love. Can't be this love shit y'all be talking about. Got to be money or the presence of such money. Can't be love for real. Y'all be talking that love shit all you want to. Y'all not fooling me. If the number one cause of divorce is not falling out of love, it's money. That means the number one cause for marriage must also then be money. It's fucking up everything. Well, that, and of course, I think social media has been playing a big part into some of the downturn of relationships and things like that. But that's another story for another day. Either way, money, capital. Motherfuckers can't even love right. Money. Motherfucker won't even respect the person they're with if they broke. I hear motherfuckers saying all the time, these niggas broke, these niggas broke. Okay. Then stop acting like you care about love. Like what? To me, it's a fake reality. It's a fake reality. It's an illusion. People swear they want love. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. I don't give a damn how many relationship gurus sit here and talk about this shit. And I don't give a fuck nothing about none of that. How many lies people gonna tell in the comment sections? I see through them lies. How can then in a relationships that are money based, and everybody think this is normal? This is what providing is: money, 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 money. Okay, then why is people talking about love? Now again, if you're gonna get married and it's not built on love, then I'm fine with that, as long as everybody understands that to begin with. We're gonna be Mr. and Mrs. Perkins Incorporated. Fine. Long as that's established early. But everybody be talking about love. And I think motherfuckers is lying. It's a lie. It's a mirage. It's a mirage. What's all this love talk everybody doing out here? I just want me somebody to love me for me. No, you don't. With your lying ass. This shit ain't real. Don't nobody want no damn love. Motherfuckers is lying to you. And we letting them too. Like, we allowing them to lie. Love me. No, that ain't it. Mike. 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 I'm telling you, Mike. That's the one though. That's how they sound to me when they be talking. When I be reading comments and shit. Like, quit lying. Phenon says love is real, but people are dealing with trauma. I have to. I never said love wasn't real. I'm saying when people are talking about the love that they claim they want, that's not real. I never said love wasn't real. I'm talking about what's coming out of people's mouth. That's fake. That's fake shit. All this shit fake. If you falling for it, if you allowing social media to make you fall for it, then you just as stupid as the people I'm talking about. That's where I'm at with this shit. Because it's not making no sense. It's not making no sense. Everybody got the answers to love, but what is it doing? If everybody got the answers to love, everybody's a matchmaker, all this old shit, which really ain't nothing. It really all people doing is going to get new different pussy and new different dick. Like it's just that we can't have an honest conversation because everybody want to be a guru. That's what it is. Everybody want to be a love master. When you listen to these channels, all you hear is women sell your pussy to the highest bidder. And if he doesn't have money, then you shouldn't give him no pussy. Now, we know that women ignore this, but this is what they're being told. Prostitute yourself out. Men are being told, man, buy all the pussy you can. Get it all, buy it all, do whatever you got to do to get pussy. And we'll call it love. Like, no. Nope. Nope. I'm not falling for it. If you are, that's fine. No disrespect to you, but you might want to lean in and listen to these motherfuckers a little closer. Listen to what they're telling you, what love is. And the reason they telling you wrong is because they got their ideas of love from the caves. It's because you have the cave up on that fucking pedestal that you've been trying to fashion your idea of love based on the movies they put on TV in front of your stupid ass. You've been trying to mimic that. It's leading you to be depressed, unhappy, unfulfilled, having anxiety. You giving yourself full-blown mental illnesses, full-blown physiological problems because you fell for some trick that the caves done put out here for you. Like he love his bitch like that. Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. Get out of here, man. Y'all fell for it though. Now you want your love to look just like theirs. That's the problem. If you got the cave up on a pedestal in your mind, it's going to affect every area of your life. It's going to infect every area of your life. It's going to have your shit fucked up. It's going to have your shit fucked up because you're trying to mimic something that's not your reflection. Your shit not going to look like theirs. And their shit don't look like theirs. They're just showing you, they're presenting these things to you on at a theater, but that's not how they shit really look. Y'all just falling for that because you have them so high up on a pedestal that you would fall for it. They can put that fake shit in front of you and you'll believe it's real. That ain't really how they shit work at all. That's not how they shit really work, yo. Some of y'all got a little peek of it with Johnny Depp and his bitch. Y'all got a little peek of it. But I'm going to tell you one thing that the caves got that black folk just, y'all give them the benefit of the doubt. Y'all will let that be an isolated incident. Y'all give the caves that. Now, black folk, of course, you going to paint the entire black people in one way. The caves, because you have them on a pedestal, Johnny Depp and his bitch and whatever they going through, or hell, Brad Pitt and his bitch, is Angelina, God damn it, Angelina Jolie. Y'all act like that's just like, man, that's them one-offs. They don't really be going through that. That's just one-time thing that they did. No, it's not. Y'all got them up on a fucking pedestal in your mind. And you telling yourself, well, they getting married, so they must love each other. Because you dumb. because you think marriage has something to do with love. That's your fault. That's the dream they sold you. And now you will chastise yourself and your people with this same fucking illusion. That's not real. You got the cave up on a fucking pedestal. Take him down. Take him and his mama down. Yank them bitches down to the motherfucking mud and drag them. You owe them about 400 years of dragging. Just drag them. Drag them clean through the motherfucking mud. Do that. You can. You have the right to. You have them up on a pedestal. You believe that they love look like that. It don't. That's not what it is. That's what you think it is. And y'all out here chasing that shit. That's cave on a pedestal. That's what it is. That's what's fucking black folk up. These are facts. Okay. Okay. Dehoriuba says black people think love consists of dysfunctional behavior, money and status, aka love and hip hop type of love. And they only put that on there to throw you niggas off. That's why they did it. You think that show would have been allowed if it wasn't to throw you niggas off? Most shows that you gonna see, period, on TV is to throw niggas off. That's what they for. To have your shit fucked up. To have you creating a facade in your mind no matter what. So you think this is black love then? Dysfunction, arguing, fighting, Blueface and his bitch. You think that's what love is? These images are put on these television shows, on these movies to show you fucked up at all times, and then you normalize that. They know that shit's not sustainable. Nobody want to be in hell at home. Don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that for real. It's not sustainable. That dysfunctional ass bullshit. It's not sustainable. Don't nobody want that. After a certain age, you tired of that. You want something calm. You want something cool. And then the motherfucker won't even believe you give a fuck about him if you calm and cool. You gotta be extra. You can't even want calm and cool. Take me as I am. No, bitch. No, I'm not. I'm not taking you as you are. As I'm trying to work on being a better man, I'm not taking you as you are. Fuck that. You get somebody in the same place as you with their development. You stopped. That's on you. That's your business. That's your choice. But you're not going to guilt me into fucking with you, talking about some take you as you are. No. Fuck you mean? Boy, hey, boy, y'all don't want me out here talking about this shit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all don't want me out here talking about this shit. Y'all be mad as hell at me. Y'all don't want me doing that. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want me doing it. Don't nobody want me doing that shit. Motherfucker be like, well, after a person is 40, it's hard for them to change. No, that's the choice they made. That's a choice. Being the same bitch or the same hoe ass nigga is a choice. They ain't stuck. That's a choice. If they made that choice, you can leave them motherfuckers in the dust. Fuck them. Fuck all this fake ass love shit. I'm telling y'all, listen. I understand that there's a market for this fake love shit. I get it. Hookups and fake love and all this shit is a market for it. Motherfuckers don't want me talking about this shit for real. No, motherfuckers don't want me talking about it for real. Because there's no time for this. There is no time for what people are making their time for, and they end up being bitter, heartbroken, cold. No. Nobody has time for that. If a person decides to be the same, that's a choice that they made. They should be with other people who've made the same decisions. If you know that you are constantly growing, constantly evolving, constantly bettering yourself, you cannot deal with somebody that's telling you, take you or take me as I am. No. No. No, I'm not. That's not just Elaine Lloyd says, how can men say I'm not taking you as you are, but women are supposed to build a man up and get him to where he need to be? I listen, that statement I made wasn't just for women. That's a man too. I don't do that one-sided bullshit over here. You should know that by now, Elaine. I'm a little disappointed in you sometimes when you be some of the shit you say though, it's like you ain't been paying attention. That's for anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. I didn't say a woman was supposed to build nobody up. I don't know who said that. And one thing, if you go again, this is something I shouldn't have to tell you, but I tell people if somebody said it on another channel, that's them. That's what they said over there. I didn't say that, so don't come making me answer for these motherfuckers. That's bullshit to me, and I'm tired of it. I can't answer for the people y'all watch on YouTube. I can't. I can only answer and be accountable for what the fuck I say. I never told a woman to build no man up, not once. If that's what hoe ass niggas are saying, fine. I've told y'all they hoe ass niggas. If you're still watching them, that means you ignored the warning. That's not my fault. But I'm not about to carry these niggas. Nor their rules on masculinity, nor their rules on femininity out here. I'm not carrying none of that shit. I got my own shit going on over here. I can't carry these motherfuckers. I'm sorry. I never said that. Not once. You ain't nobody ever heard me tell no woman to build up no man. Not once. If that's the mindset that somebody else said, cool. If that's what you want to do, fine. I don't think nobody, I'm almost 40. That might be for young folk. Maybe you heard that and it applies to young folk. I don't need no woman to build me up. All I need for a woman to do is not get on my motherfucking nerves. That's it. I don't need a shoulder to cry on. I don't need a therapist. I don't need to be built. I don't need none of that. And anybody that's damn near 40 to do, you need to question them. You need to see what you're dealing with. You motherfucking 19, 20, maybe fine. Yeah, maybe y'all building each other up back then. At 40, no. At 40, no. At 35, really no. Really, if you up in your 30s, no. You supposed to be you supposed to be been working on yourself your whole life, and you done built yourself up to a point where you okay. You may not have all the riches in the world. You may not be a Kanye West, but you okay and you functional and you know how to function. You shouldn't need nobody building you up at damn near 40. I don't give a fuck what none of these gurus talking about. I'm built already. And sometimes I'll tell you something about women. Sometimes they want a project. They don't like when you already okay. They don't even like that. They want a project. They want some work to do. I don't got no work for them. Like, I don't have no work for them. And they don't like that sometimes. I mean, this, not to be vulgar. If your kids listening, cover their ears real quick. I don't have no work for them other than this dick. I'm just listening. And that's not me trying to be vulgar. I'm being dead ass. I don't have no other projects for them to work on. Don't get on my motherfucking nerves. Deal with this dick. That's it. Light work. Some women like a project. They want to feel like they raising a nigga. Gives them some type of feeling of importance. Don't know what that is. Can't do nothing with that. I don't need to be built up. Don't need it. Here's what it is. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If a woman can come through and she can enlighten your life, say she got some bread, you know what I'm saying? She slides you a couple dollars. That's cool. But I don't have any real work for no woman to do. I don't. I don't relate to niggas that need women to cook and clean. I don't relate to. I don't need none of that. I don't need none of that. Let's talk about shit, laugh, deal with this dick, and go back to talking and laughing, like, and eat some food in between and watch some shit. Maybe like it's not heavy. I don't got no heavy work. I don't need to cry for real. I've been holding in my tears. I need to cry. No, I don't need that. Nope. Don't need none of that. I'm all set. And a lot of times you'll hear people be talking about how, you know, women will say things like, these men are intimidated by me. A lot of women are intimidated by a man who's already together. He's already okay. He's already okay. He cool. You just an addition at best. That's what you want to be to somebody. You just want to be an addition. I don't want a woman that damn near 40 and she need to be laying on a couch somewhere talking to somebody about her fucking childhood, what happened to her when she was 8. I don't want that. And y'all can make that shit cool, like, oh, we all dealing with traumas and no, you don't bring trauma into no damn relationship. Talk to your mama. Talk to your therapist. Talk to pastor. Really, if you're talking to pastor, if you at church, I ain't fucking with you no way. But I don't need that. We can look. I have the patience enough to understand where black women coming from because they my women. I get that. I don't expect them to be white bitches. I don't expect that from a black woman. I do respect her to have a healthy mentality and be able to grow from whatever it is that could be holding her back. That's all. I don't need her to be a white bitch. I don't need her to be an Asian bitch. I don't need none of that. Now, of course, you don't. You want you one that ain't cooning, but you're gonna be hard pressed. I'm gonna tell you that right now. From me to you, you're gonna be hard pressed. But I don't need all that, and don't want no project. Don't want to have to be giving a motherfucker sessions every goddamn week. And no, not at my age. Mm-mm. I'm all set. Hell no. Nope. I can tell about you never need to cry, Rob. No, cry for what? If my tears hitting the ground made my problems disappear, then I'll cry like a bitch all the time. If I could get them to just hit the ground and a bill get paid, oh, I'd be a crying bitch. A weeping motherfucker. That's some serious. But I'd be a weeping bitch. Oh my God, I cry every goddamn day. It don't do nothing. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that does, get hurt or whatever they need to cry. I'm not knocking nobody to do it. But for me, it don't do anything. It don't take no pain away. It don't bring nothing back. It don't change the past. So I don't have the need necessarily. It don't relief. It don't release anything. Some people say, so you ever heard somebody say, well, you just need a good cry. Almost like it's therapeutic. No, I need solutions at best. And that's happening in the brain. I'm not into crying and shit. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. That's just me though. Not knocking anybody that cries and needs to cry, and especially to my women. I know women, sometimes get emotional and cry and stuff like that, but it just don't do nothing for me. Don't do nothing for me. I learned that young. I used to be crying like a motherfucker, stomach still growling. I said, "Well, God damn it, I can't eat the tears. It ain't that nothing. Can't even drink them bitches when you're thirsty, right? Because they're too salty for that. So dehydration ain't feeding me. Money ain't falling out the goddamn ground. I mean, or falling out the sky when I cry. I can't cry and go play some numbers and hit the lottery. Crying don't do shit for me. And it never did. I realized that young, being poor, being fucking struggling and goddamn just breaking down and crying sometimes, I realized that after I'm done crying, I'm still hungry. Whatever problem was there before I started crying is still there. So it wasn't never a method I adopted. It just wasn't my thing. It wasn't my thing. And that's not knocking nobody. That's not knocking anybody in their struggle. But it be women, talking about these niggas need to cry and let their emotions out more and all this old shit. And it's like, okay, if that's the new requirement, I'm out the game. I'm done. I'm out of the game. That makes me I'm unmarketable. I'm unmarketable. I'm not about to sit around crying and shit. I have no purpose for that. None. And then I'm gonna tell you what blew my mind. When motherfuckers record themselves crying online, if y'all could, my face Like, wait, this is a thing? I imagine crying was something you do with somebody, you care about somebody, you that's your person, you may cry with them or something like that, cry around them. But now you got motherfuckers that record themselves crying and post it up online. I was done. I was done when I saw that. I was done with it. I said, oh, okay. Oh, okay. These motherfuckers just want somebody to be like, oh, don't help me. It ain't never helped me. Huh? Oh, don't help me at all. I can't do it, yo. I can't do it. Oh, you okay? Yeah. I need $2,000. They about to repo my car. Oh, no, I said I need $2,000. They about to repo my car. Oh, don't help. I need $2,000, motherfucker. Like, I don't need all. Like, I need $2,000. Like, what the fuck? I ain't about to shit. Man, y'all crazy. I ain't. I'm not. That is not my ministry. Some people call me cold and sociopathic, but I can't find logic in it. I need $2,000. Okay. And if I got to cry to get it from you, goddamn it, something wrong with you, not me. Okay. Straight face. I need $2,000. They about to repo my shit. Okay. I shouldn't have to cry for it. I shouldn't have to do all that. You should be touched just off me telling you I need $2,000. Like that. That's a sad situation. The repo man is coming, goddamn it. Like, that's enough, is it not? He coming. Like, what my tears gonna do? He's coming. If that ain't enough to move you, then goddamn it, get out of my face. Send me the next motherfucker in here that want to know what's wrong with me. Shit. Fuck that. Mm-mm. I ain't built right. I'm not built right. I'm bad off. I'm not afraid to tell y'all that. I'm not afraid to tell y'all I'm bad off. My shit is fucked up. Okay. I'm bad off. I don't got it. This is really what makes me uh 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 you know this is what makes me not great. I mean, I'm all right, but not great boyfriend material. Like, I don't got some of the stuff that's required no more. Like, it's just I don't got it. I don't got it. Deshaun Williams says seeing unarmed black men and women getting killed never made you cry before, Rob? No. I don't watch black men and women getting killed. Like, real shit. I don't watch it. It I don't watch it at all. So I don't and I doubt it would make me cry anyway. It's not gonna make me cry. Again, unless my tears would bring their life back, I'm not about to shed them. Now, if I could cry and bring, Tamir Rice back, I'll start crying right now on camera in front of y'all, if that would work. Instead, I focus my energy on telling my people to take these fucking caves off the goddamn pedestal you have them on. That's the first step. Once you do that, it will ignite a revolutionary spirit in you. And these motherfuckers might fuck around and be scared to kill one of your kids, to kill one of our children. Because now you're not operating in fear. Now you're not operating in fear no more, and they know you're not operating in fear. You see what I'm saying? And most time when black folk cry about stuff like that, all they do is laugh. I be seeing black folk cry on camera getting called a nigger or something like that. They just start crying. Like, all that make the caves do is laugh. Look at these niggers. They still crying about this shit. Look at this shit. Come here, Billy Joe. Look at these niggas crying. They just laugh. Your tears mean nothing. You're not human to them. So crying don't mean shit. They more moved by a sad face on a goddamn dog. They more moved by that than you full blown crying, screaming, hysterically crying. They more moved by a damn dog with a sad face. In the eyes of an angel, fly away. They could put a sad ass basset hound right there on TV, and that'll pull them bitches' heartstrings more than it will than them seeing you cry on about one of your children being murdered. That's laughable to them. That's laughable to them. They don't give a fuck. That's the people we dealing with. Don't nobody wanna accept the fact that that's who we dealing with. I mean, for real though, like they more moved by that. Let one of them dogs don't have but 3 legs. Man, them motherfuckers that send that dog got them all types of money. Dog can't even spend it. Like, bitch, I need $2,000 to repo man come in. You gonna get a dog? Oh, these are the people we dealing with. The repo man is coming. That money ain't gonna bring that dog's leg back. Shit. That's real. I mean, that's the people that you dealing. That's the people that you need to take off this fucking pedestal. Those are people. And y'all know, especially, I mean, look, what Kanye and Candace Owens gonna be doing is telling y'all to vote Republican this time. The Republicans are the ones with the real solutions. They're the ones that going to solve black people's problems by being, tough on black people. This is what they're going to be panhandling out here because it's almost voting time. Y'all know what time it is. You gonna have Democrats telling you like what they say. I seen something that where they saying that black men are not turning out to vote down there in Georgia like they're supposed to for Stacey Abrams or some shit like that. I'm just like, man, they always trying to turn voting into something black folk ain't doing right. And of course, black women hate black men so much. And I'm not saying most or even all or most black women do it, but there's enough of them on social media and women talking about this that will be like, yeah, it is black men's fault. No, it's not the government that's been failing your bitch ass the whole time. No, it's black men's fault for not voting. Like, bitch, sit your stupid ass down somewhere. It don't matter who in office, we still getting fucking marginalized, gentrified, goddamn privatized prison complex and all this shit. And you gonna make that the black man ain't voting enough? Bitch, sit your ass down. When you hear people talking like that, what you need to say to them is, bitch, sit your ass down. How is it my fault? Like, it's getting to the point now where you just look around like, is this real? Like, I be having to touch walls and shit sometimes. Like, is this real life? Like, it's black men's fault that Stacey Abrams ain't? Huh? Is Georgia not mostly white? Huh? It's not the anti-blackness that's keeping her out of there. No, it's black men's fault. Like, get the fuck out of here. Man, y'all should be goddamn slapping the shit out of people when they talk to y'all like that, but y'all won't do it. Y'all be like, yeah, she got a they got a point. These black men doing it again, oppressing us. Like, bitch, if you don't sit your stupid ass down somewhere, it's a mostly white state. If anybody's oppressing you and holding you back from having somebody in office, it's the caves because they not voting for your motherfucking ass like that. Talk to them. Call out their anti-blackness. Niggas is dumb. We'll make an enemy out of each other no matter what the situation. Hey, if you don't get your ass to, man, listen. Man, listen. How the hell can black like man, it just it just blows me away sometimes the shit we let ride. But again, this is you paved the way for Candace and Kanye. You paved the way for him with this type of bullshit to where black men can be blamed for a black woman not getting into office. And if black men do show up for and get in office, it won't count as nothing that black men ever did for black women because black women still gonna say y'all niggas ain't doing shit. So it's just it's a lose lose. It's a lose lose. It's a lose lose situation. It's the caves that don't fuck with Stacey Abrams. It's the caves. She not cooning hard enough. She need to coon hard like Herschel Walker. And then the caves will love her. She need to go hard in the paint cooning like Herschel Walker. And that motherfucker is a bona fide admiral, like general admiral. I don't even know what the highest military rank is, but Admiral Coon. That's how you get white support. I ain't gonna say you ain't gonna have these white liberals out here acting like they're not racist, right? You'll always have them. You'll always have them out here. Crowdwolf said, "What? What about Michi?" Okay, let me see. Hold on. Says, "Do you watch Michi X? I think a collab would be dope." I don't know that. I've seen Michi X's stuff before. Shout out to Michi X. I mean, she be going. I've seen it before. I haven't watched her stuff in a while, but Michi X be going in and cussing like a motherfucker. That's my type language she be using over there. I fucks with it heavy. And she seems like a no nonsense, for the people black woman. And I know some people, okay, I'll say she's a half cave. Just for the record. She's a half cave. I don't know whether it's mom or dad or whatever, but she be going in. But I don't know that she would collab with me or nothing like that. I don't know, I don't know that much about her. I don't reach out to people for collabs either though. So I'll be over here in my own lane on my B123 shit. Cause ain't nobody really doing what the type shit that I'm on, people not on. Michi seems like more of a community organizer, which I think is cool. But I mean, I still feel like the first step is being skipped over. I still feel that way. I still feel that way. We just skipping over this first step. That's very important to me. Very important to me. And everybody want to skip over it. And I just don't see why we continue to do it. Because if it's like, you see the behaviors and get the money, okay. And you can do a museum, do a school, do some DVDs, you can do all this shit, and niggas is still cooning. How? Because the first step is being skipped over. That is my theory. I stand by it every day of the week. How? How many DVDs niggas need? How many books niggas need? How many programs and speeches? How many do niggas need? That first step. That's that first step. Vibranium dealer says Kanye is a marketing genius. Now he just needs to be a contract genius and he wouldn't be fucked up in the game. If Kanye could be a contract reading genius, then he wouldn't be crying about the Gap and Adidas. Now, Vibranium, I don't know if you are a Kanye fan or what, but marketing isn't, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. He doesn't even own his own Yeezy no more. What is he marketing in this situation? Because I know how black folk like to try to make Kanye out to be a genius in every situation. He's at a Balenciaga fashion show or on a runway. He walked the runway for Balenciaga. If he was a genius of some kind, he'd be walking his own runway. He's the richest black man in America, if that makes sense. He'd be marketing his own shit. We've been watching him take L's, being the richest black man in America. So no, Lucid Links. We talked about this. You might have missed the last live, but no, I don't want to watch the Dahmer series on Netflix. I've watched a Jeffrey Dahmer documentary years ago, and I don't need to see a dramatization of the documentary I already watched. I'm all set. I know all I need to know. A cave ran off, killed black people and ate them, and they finally caught him. There's not really much there I need to deal with. The justice system is trash. And we've been trying to tell black people that the justice system is trash, but no one wants to believe us. They say that black people are making excuses. So hopefully the people that do watch the Jeffrey Dahmer series on Netflix sees the flaw in the justice system and how it treats black people's murders in this justice system. And maybe at some point, black people will decide that this is a legitimate gripe that black people are having with the so-called justice system and will stop saying that it is an excuse. If the Dahmer series doesn't do that, then the Dahmer series ain't shit. I don't even know about a crazy ass white man. If it don't do that, then I don't know. Oh man, Lynn, what the fuck you talking about? You say you are such a Democrat, only think about race and hating on Ye because the MSM tells you to. Who? What? Okay, Lynn, I'll challenge you right now. Okay, are you up for this? Tell me what I said that was hating on Kanye West. That's a simple challenge. You may be smart. I don't know. Calling me a Democrat, I can tell you. I mean, you probably a dumb motherfucker anyway, but I'll give you a chance to tell me what sentence did I use or what phrase did I make that would be hating on Kanye West. You break that down for me, Lynn. I'll wait on you, okay? No, he does not. Yakai, you might want to do some research. Gap owns his name and his likeness. We dealt with that the last show. You gotta fuck with me because we talked about this, and that's what make this show crazy. Well, I just talked about this motherfucker being a goddamn coon. It's no, he don't. It's fucked up. The Gap owning shit and Adidas. Check him out. Go do some research and see how he lost his shit. Amir said both these coons worship white people. Who's surprised by this? Nobody here. We didn't speak from a position of surprised or shocked. Nobody here. Nobody here is surprised. That ain't what we do here, Amir. You know that. You know ain't nobody over here shocked. Oh my God. No. You know damn well that's not the vibe over here. Veronica said block Lynn, please. I want to give Lynn you know, I want to give Lynn the chance to tell me how I'm hating. I mean, I give people space. He didn't say nothing funny. He called me a Democrat, which I think is pretty crazy. Uh, yeah, I don't know why he would call me something like that, but this is somebody that don't watch my channel. You know, it is what it is. Vibranium says, I don't think Kanye worships white people. His mind is just on a different wavelength. Different as to how, though. See, y'all can't just say stuff like different. He's a coon like most niggas. Like what's the wavelength that's so different? What frequency is he vibing on that's just so out of this world? Uh you call him a marketing genius for cooning and worshiping white people. Now his mind on a different wavelength. What's different about that? About cooning? You think he's crazy? He's crazy? Okay, I mean, all right. I mean, I ain't gonna argue with you at this point. At this point, based on the stuff that you saying, okay, because he can't be crazy, a marketing genius, and different wavelength all at the same time. He can't do all of this. Uh, it's okay though. You can't do all of that at the same time. But it is what it is. You have to pick a side with him. Oh, Elaine. Elaine says, I think he gets paid the most for cooning. Most black people coon for free. I don't even know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say, but are you saying, well, at least he gets paid for cooning? Because that's a sad uh excuse to get this nigga. How long do you have to coon before you stop? And before black people stop excusing it? Like what? He's the richest black man in America by far. So supposedly $6 billion rich. How long do we allow for somebody to coon and it be, oh, they must be getting paid for it? How long we let that? How long we let that slide? I don't know, but I get that she's saying that. I'm not confused about what she's saying. I'm saying, how is that relevant? Like, what is being the highest paid coon? What? How is that relevant? Oh, his already came. Deshaun. Oh, his already came. His came when listen to what y'all not listening to what this man was just on TV complaining about Adidas and Gap. His wake up call already came. He be complaining about his kids with the cave bitch he laying with. This man getting his wake up call at least 3 or 4 times a week at this point. He doesn't care though. He gonna keep cooning, which is very clear. Very clear. It's very clear he gonna keep cooning. He got his wake up call when he didn't read that goddamn contract and signed it. And he thought look what he thought he could do. This is how dumb this genius is. He thought he could be like, you know what? I don't want to work with y'all no more. I'm out. This is y'all's genius now. He thought that he could sign a contract, disagree with what they was doing, and say to them, okay, I don't like what y'all doing. I'm out. And I'm taking all my shit with me. And Gap looked at that nigga like they tilted their head at that nigga like, nigga, what? You signed a legally binding contract. Go try that shit with Adidas. He's like, okay, Adidas, I don't like the way y'all doing shit. Gap sent me over here to try with y'all. Adidas gave him that same look like, nigga, Gap called me when you told him what you said to them. And he told me to be looking out for your ass. We was laughing before you got here. Get the fuck out of my office. But I'm the richest black man, and slavery is a choice. I told them niggas, and make America great again. Nigga, get the fuck out of my office. Like, I done cooned every idea. Remember I said that, nigga, get the fuck out of my office. Like this. Like, you signed a legally binding contract with your whole ass. Like you thought you was smart, didn't you? Yeah. Genius. Where? He thought he could Kanye him. No, bro. You can't Kanye the white man and his mama. What you thought was you could throw a tantrum and storm out and everything was gonna be okay. No. They're gonna keep making your shit over in China charging motherfuckers was closer to an affordable range. At least with Gap, they was charging more affordable prices. They're gonna keep having the Asians make your shit and sell it with your name on it. You're gonna have to come up with a whole nother name to sell your fashion products under. Yeah. Because they're not gonna let you buy yourself out. They know they can make more money in the long run, keeping your shit for the 10 years that you, well, it may be less than 10 years now. It was a 10-year contract. So it may be like 9 years now, maybe 9 or 8 years. They gonna make more money in them 8 years than they would with you just buying them out. I'm not the genius. I'm not gonna get called a genius. Y'all not gonna call me a genius, but he is. Had he called me out, I told him all this on the phone. After I called him a coon like 1,000 times, like you a motherfucking coon. Uh, but here's what you can do. Stop trying to be like white folk. Stop trying to be in their spaces and make your own motherfucking space, nigga. Fuck you mean. Boy, y'all, hey, don't get me started, yo. Like, don't get me started. He the genius. Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas is crazy if y'all think that this man, again, musically, fine. Let it in there. Let it in there. His grind to get to where he went from being a producer. Because I watched his 3-part Netflix documentary about his life. I spent a lot of my time shaking my fucking head, but I watched him grind to get to the point where he had his own record deal, winning Grammys, interrupting white bitches on stage for no reason. I watched him do all this. His grind, crazy. Respect his grind, and he got to get to that point. Genius, though. No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about the rest of the shit y'all talking about. I can only give you the music. And even that ain't been great to me in years. So, but I'll give you that if that was your argument. I'll give you that. I'll give you the musical genius argument. The rest of the shit y'all be talking about. Nope. Nope. Who the fuck is MBDTF? Is the best rap album. Oh, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's the best rap album of all time to you? Oh, you a fan. Say less. That's all you had to say. Why you just say you was a fan? You could have said that. It would have made more sense. The greatest rap album of all time. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's the song. That's the one we had that song Rick Ross. That beat was so crazy. Um, that beat was so crazy. But bro, you a big fan. And say less. That's all you had to say. That's tough, Carrie. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing, Carrie J. You say his music never been great, only if he was on a feature. Let me tell you something. Great Gatsby. Hold on. One, we can't keep saying everybody that like people is trolling. He's a fan. Just let him be a fan. Like some people like people. Nothing wrong with that. He's not trolling. He's probably serious. He probably think that's the greatest album. He abbreviated it. That's how you know he's serious about this shit. But his music never been great. That's tough. The type of and this is a tough situation to put me in because now we talking about hip hop. Now we talking about rap. So I have to remove some of the coon shit that the coon shit he be on. I have to remove it for a second. As a producer, once No ID took him under his wing, and I don't know if you know anything about No ID, what Kanye was able to do with beats, especially when we talk about sampling, is one thing. The fact when he start rapping over his beats as a producer, that was a different vibe. And he wasn't talking about murdering niggas, selling dope. Kanye, I can't take that away from him. I just can't. As a hip hop enthusiast, as a rap enthusiast, I can't take that part away from that man. I'm not gonna say his music ain't never been great. you got to look at what he did when he did it and how he was doing it. You can't just look at his music as a singular thing. Like, look at what everybody else was making, and then look what he decided to come out and make. You I can't just not give him. That's tough. I know it is. It's my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. That's what MBDTF stands for. My beautiful dark twisted fantasy. I think it was Kanye's fourth album. I could be fucking it up. I think it was his fourth or fifth album. Y'all testing me. Y'all testing me. Y'all tested me. It was fourth or fifth album. It wasn't but maybe a couple songs in there I fuck with, but if the homie think it's the best rap album of all time, that's his opinion. He's allowed to do that. He's allowed to do that. Nothing wrong with that. He's allowed to do that. I'm sure everybody in here could vote for their best rap album of all time, and somebody may debate you on what you think the best rap album is of all time, especially y'all women. Let's just be real. Who y'all women be liking in rap? I don't even take. Let me just be honest, and this may be a little bit. I may have some feminists come out to my head for this. I don't take women seriously about rap music. Dance music, fine. Rap music, bars, production, lyricism. I don't take many women seriously. I think in my whole life, I've probably taken one woman seriously about bars in my life. In my whole life. And it was a woman that I used to deal with when I was in college. And she was about bars. She was about that life. So she would be putting me on the shit like, and we would sit and break bars down together. That's what we did. And that was a part of my bond with her. Because I could listen to bar heavy shit and she didn't necessarily need to shake her ass all day. It didn't have to be the new Cardi or nothing. It didn't have to be none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would listen to that shit too, but when I brought bars to the table, she wasn't running away from like, okay, I'm gonna go listen to, like, no, she was in there with me. So it's very rare to find a woman that's about that life for real. This is no disrespect. This is no disrespect. It's just rare. It's a very rare thing. It's a very rare thing. Women don't give a fuck about no bar. Okay, women, tell me what your greatest rap album of all time is in the comments right now. I'm gonna play this little game with y'all real quick. Women that's in the chat right now, give me your greatest rap album of all time in the comment section right now. And don't just put people out here that you want to fuck. Because a lot of women, they'll put Tupac out here because they wanted to give him some pussy. I'm being serious. Lyricism, production, greatest rap album to you of all time. Of all time. Elaine, you have to give me the artist and the Nicole said all eyes on me, of course. Give me the artist and the album, because Burning, I don't know. You said Burning was the best album. I don't even know what Burning is. I need to know who's the artist. Who is Jaquez? Wait, what? Jaquez. You said define bars. This is why I'm not dealing with y'all. This right here is why you can't deal with women about rap music. You just can't. You can't, not heavy. A little bit sometimes. Now I'm gonna tell you one person who when women fuck with back when Wayne was on his tear, women knew all Lil Wayne's bars. If they fuck with Wayne, they knew his bars. Because Wayne was the type motherfucker that may have a beat that you could, be on some dancey type of shit too. But Wayne was spitting crazy. Right? Wayne was spitting so crazy for a while there. And women who liked him, they would spit all those bars. I do remember that. But if you said define bars, I can't deal with you like that, Paris. I still love you, B123. I can't deal with you like that. Elaine, I said greatest hip hop rap album, and you said Bob Marley. You cannot take. You just can't. This you just can't. This I can respect. Illmatic. If a woman says Illmatic, I can respect that. Illmatic is something I can't argue against. Ice Cube, I would probably argue a little bit against here, Marcia, but at least Ice Cube, I know him. He's a guy that's not saying no bullshit. So I wouldn't disrespect Ice Cube as far as that. I would debate you. We was having a hip hop debate though. I would debate you. You can't just say Biggie. What Biggie album? You can't just say Biggie. You can't just say Biggie. Hold on. Look, okay. That's tough. Okay, The Blueprint was a great album. Kanye produced like 5 or 6 beats on there before he started rapping. When Jay-Z actually said he wouldn't even let Kanye rap when he was signed back with Rockefeller. Dame Dash signed him up. Jay-Z didn't want him to rap at all. He said he wasn't even built to rap. And he did about 5 or 6 beats on the Blueprint album, which is a classic. I'm not going to hate on you for that. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. I see another Illmatic in here. No disrespect to Nas. Carter 2, that's, hey, I fucks with Carter 2 heavy. That's very rare that somebody will put a Lil Wayne on their greatest, Lil Wayne album on their greatest album of all time list. That's respect. I can respect that. The Black Album, I'm trying to think. Let me go back to the Black Album in my head. That's the album that had Threats on there. I think 99 Problems was on there. Anything Jay-Z. I couldn't disrespect somebody who named a Jay-Z album. I couldn't disrespect nobody name it. There's supposed to be just women in here. Some of y'all can't tell because I'm trying to read this stuff so fast. Wait, what? Wait, what? Who is Hold on. Who is this? What? Are you talking about Kanye? Who? I'm gonna read this comment out loud. Damien says, "Yeah, this is why you will be forever be woefully ignorant. Enjoy Trump, your orange boogeyman. You're getting him now that you voted for inflation and $6 gas. LOL. It's time you learn Polly." Now, Damien, with your bitch ass, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't get to come in here saying stupid ass shit like that. We in here talking about hip hop albums, the greatest one of all time. And your stupid ass comes in here talking about Trump. I voted for, like, what the fuck are you talking about, boy? With your hoe ass. It's bitch ass niggas like this. Let me tell y'all something. It's bitch ass niggas like this right here that make men look dumb as fuck a lot of times in public spaces. There's no reason. Now, I don't know whether it's a white man, black man. I don't know. It's Damien. I don't know what he is. But it's stupid ass comments, yo. It's stupid comments, man. Damien, one of my mods, who voted? My mods don't vote. What are you talking about? Okay, let me just ignore it. I'm gonna just deal with y'all. Okay. I'm gonna just deal with y'all. I'm gonna deal with my comments from my people talking about hip hop. I'm not even gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna deal with that type of shit right there. Let me get back to now there's supposed to be just women giving me their greatest rap albums of all time. Jay Barrett, I would ask that you don't go back and forth with that guy. Just he not serious. Whoa. Wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all give me some work right now. Hold on. I'm trying to find, somebody said it was a hip hop connoisseur. Black and Bougie. Stop. Don't lie. Don't be lying. Give me your greatest rap album of all time. Don't just say I'm a hip. I can tell based on what you like and what you listen to. Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator. Okay, this is my personal greatest rap album of all time. Tyler the Creator can't be nowhere in that conversation. in my personal opinion. He can't be. He just can't be in that comment. Not of all time. He just can't be. I not for me. Okay. No disrespect to you, Nicole. No disrespect. Okay. 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 Sky Zoo celebration of us. Sky what's Sky's album? I like Sky's Guy was his name of his last album. It was last year. And of course I like the one he had with Apollo Brown. I fuck with Sky though. I fuck with Sky. Roxanne, Roxanne with old school. Warren G. I won't argue against Warren G. Warren G wasn't never bar heavy lyricist guy to me, but I won't argue with Warren G. At least y'all ain't saying some of the trash shit. I don't watch much battle rap. I know a little bit about battle rap, but not much about battle rap. Because I didn't just say bars, production, songwriting. I think all that shit matters when we're talking about the greatest rap album of all time. It can't just be bars. Bars is just going to be a piece of it. Y'all's comments coming so fast. Y'all participate like hell. Type it again, Bad and Bougie. You see how, goddamn. Okay, you said DMX. Okay. I ain't gonna hate on that. DMX, Flesh of My Flesh. Styles P, Gangsta, Gentleman, The Locks, We Are the Streets. That's a classic. I think The Locks, the We Are the Streets, and the DMX is heavy. DMX is heavy. DMX is heavy. Gina said, greatest rap album of all time, Little Kim Hardcore. The Notorious Kim was a better album than Hardcore. And we talking about Lil Kim's versatility and bars for real. I would get, even if I would not never put a Lil Kim on a greatest rap album of all time, but if you one of her, I would say the Notorious Kim. If you're asking me, but you didn't. To be fair, you never did. You didn't ask for my opinion. Kendrick, okay. Kendrick is okay. Paris, I'll give you. You made your way back a little bit with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick, you can't go wrong with Kendrick. Well, as far as greatest rap album of all time, his last album wouldn't make it. I don't think Damn would either. To Pimp a Butterfly was cold as fuck though. But I'm gonna tell you what's interesting about Kendrick. I want to see what his album about to sound like now that he's not with TDE no more. I want to see if he starts working with different producers, using different sounds. Like, I just want to see what he does next. It's gonna take another 5 goddamn years, I'm sure. Salt and Pepper's first album, okay, that's fair. I won't disrespect Salt and Pepper. Lyricist though, I wouldn't call him lyricist. Yo, that new Push. Me and my brother was gonna do a podcast about the greatest albums of the year so far. I just listened to, because I don't know if y'all heard Black Thought made an album this year. Pusha T album was cold. Goddamn, Freddie Gibbs just dropped the album the other day. I fuck with Freddie shit. God damn it. I'm trying to think of this as another album in my head. I'll be listening to so many albums because nowadays it ain't like it was back in the day. Back in the day, you might get you one album. You had to listen to that shit for like a month straight. Remember the words and everything before anything new was even coming out. Now it's 15 motherfuckers dropping new same day. There'd be so much music out here. Redman, what you know about Redman, yo? What you know about Redman? Nobody said J. Cole yet. So I think J. Cole's album could have used stronger features considering where he is in his career and a little bit stronger production. I do believe that. But that's the same thing. I think Pusha T's album could use better features. I don't know why these niggas that's bar heavy be rapping with cornball ass niggas. Like, why the fuck would you have a song? Like, say you somebody like Pusha T, why would you have a song with Lil Uzi Vert? Why? Even if you want to get pop appeal or whatever like that, that don't make no sense. You don't go get a motherfucking Lil Uzi Vert. I can see go get a Ross, Griselda, especially for the type of rap that Push T does. Like even Freddie Gibbs, because I think Push got a song with Freddie Gibbs on his. No, it's Ross. I think Push got a song with Freddie Gibbs on his album. But those type of rappers, like look, Uzi, like nigga, what do y'all be doing? And I don't respect that shit. The Game, his album, 30,000 songs long. He had a bunch of these whole ass little features, like Young Thug, Lil Uzi, like some of these motherfuckers. Like, what are you doing rapping with these niggas, man? Get people on your level or better. I don't know whether they don't be wanting to challenge or they're trying to cross over into, you know, the young folk or what, but that shit trash to me. That shit trash to me. I want Crit to come back strong. I need something. Wise 91 said Crit for sure. Crit's last album wasn't that to me. Yes, on Conway's album, he do got a song with Luda. And I know what song you're talking about. And I can't think of the name of it. Reasons, different reasons. No, I'm just the beat in my head. Uh. Oh, it's I got them reasons, yeah, or something he's saying right there. I know the beat. I can hear the beat in my head. I can hear the beat in my head. That beat is crazy. That beat is crazy. That beat is crazy. I do not fuck with Uzi. Boy Meets World, you know damn well ain't nobody fucking with Uzi. Go get my belly button pierced, hoe ass, bitch ass, wear a skirt ass nigga. Nobody's fucking with that in real life. It's called Reasons. I got them reasons, yeah. Oh, or is it Scatterbrain? It's Scatterbrain. I think it's Scatterbrain. I don't think it's called Reasons. Reasons too on the know. I think it is Scatterbrain. But y'all gonna have me look it up. Okay, T Jones, can y'all ever talk about some real music? Everybody's talking about all types of music. And before I call you a whole ass nigga, why don't you tell me what real music is to you? We're talking about the greatest hip hop and rap albums of all time. Nobody said Eminem yet. But Eminem is lyrical, but as far as greatest rap album of all time, Eminem is tough, man. He lyrical. Eminem can put some words together like a motherfucker. Like honestly, top tier put words together. But you gotta have a vibe, man. You gotta have a vibe. And Eminem's production be like, no. I mean, he did a good job with Dre. Royce the 5'9" is a good one. That's funny. Vibranium, that's pretty funny though. I'm thinking he one of them type niggas, but I want to see. Man, bad Black and Bougie. Have you heard Black Thought's new album? What you mean that freestyle? That man got a new album out with some producer named Mouse or something like that. Greatest greatest hip hop album of all time. Saha No Dope on Sunday. John Doe, I ain't gonna let you do that. I fuck with Saha. And I'm ready for EGOT to come out. I want Saha to go ahead and give me this work real quick. That's what I want from Saha. But No Dope on Sunday, the greatest rap album of all time. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Joey, I do fuck with Joey Badass. Actually, the album 2000 wasn't bad. I think that Joey could have did a better job, especially with that big gap he had between albums. I think Joey could have came in and gave me a little bit. He could have gave me a little bit more as far as bars. As far as bars, Joey got some bars. Joey can spit. Joey Badass can spit. And with that big long gap, and see, maybe it's my expectation of guys. When you take that big long of a gap, I expect for you come back in here, you got bars on top of bars on top of bars on top of bars and more bars because you've been chilling for years, jotting shit down. You know what I'm saying? And that could just be my expectation. David Priester says Saha wrote for Kanye. No one said that Kanye was a lyricist though. So if anything, Saha gave Kanye his throwaway bars at best. I'm not saying Kanye is a lyricist. And at the beginning, when Kanye was at his best, what some would deem his best, he didn't even know Saha. To be fair to Kanye, he didn't even know Saha. Yo, I'm not taking you seriously. I can't take you seriously. Benny is tough. Benny is tough. Tana Talk 4 was tough. And what I learned was when I was listening, 38 Special dropped the album this year. It wasn't but 7 or 8 songs, but it still was an album. All of them fire. But what I learned listening to a 38 Special interview is that Benny the Butcher is now signed with 38 Special. I want to see what his new album gonna sound like because Tana Talk 4 was cold. I want to see what this next joint gonna sound like. JID album was cold. People saying it could be an album of the year. People were saying it could be album of the year. I want Lupe, man. I want Lupe to work on. When Lupe was early in the game, I want him to work on his production. Some of these guys that be lyrical as fuck. I mean, and Lupe can ride a dope beat. Mural, beat crazy. Lupe spit for 1,000 minutes straight. Lupe back kick push Lupe. I feel like his production was better then. I don't know what he's doing different now, but his production be sounding off as fuck to me. But Lupe, I mean, bars wise, I mean, esoteric. And I'm gonna tell y'all who dropped the mixtape the other day that was crazy ass mixtape. I'm about to tell y'all. Hold on, let me find his name in my head. There's so many people. King Los dropped a mixtape the other day called Goat Tape 2 on YouTube. Fire. I think Fab. Some of y'all remember Fab, the rapper Fab. I think he got some shit coming out because he's been dropping a couple little things here and there too. And Fab always could spit to me. Yo, No Ceilings was probably the greatest. Yo, you could have named Beanie Siegel's entire first 2 albums. The Truth and the Reason. Beanie Siegel don't get the respect he deserves in the streets. That's how I feel about Beans. For real. No Ceilings is probably one of the hardest mixtapes ever made in history. Because this wasn't no album. But as far as mixtapes goes, No Ceilings is probably hell, Lil Wayne will be competing for himself in the mixtape category. The Drop 3 was crazy as fuck. No Ceilings was stupid as fuck. Dedication 2, crazy. Like Lil Wayne will be competing for himself with himself in mixtapes. Lil Wayne will be in there with himself doing a whole lot of that. Crazy. Ransom's EP. Ransom just dropped the EP a few weeks ago as well. I played a song for my last live, or maybe the live before last, off of that Ransom. And man, Ransom tough to me. Ransom is tough. That's tough, Mike. I respect it though. I mean, it's too close to call. Like, you got songs like Georgia Bush on Dedication 2 just for this nigga to come out and say racism don't exist. But the Dedication 2 went too hard for me to say anything about that. And I when it comes to freestyles, this is why I don't know why when people talk about, a lot of times they talk about the greatest rappers of all time, they don't be wanting to put Wayne in there like they're supposed to. And I don't know whether because his fall off now has been so great that he'd have fell all the way off. But when we talking about greatest rappers of all time, like, he deserves a certain level of respect because of his meteoric. I mean, I'm even gonna say meteoric rise because he's been rapping since he was 12 years old. But just the albums with the Hot Boys and all the shit he did with them, and the Carters coming and all these mixtapes, like, and the mixtapes was for the free. He just throwing word, like, people don't be giving that man the respect he deserves, yo. No, I'm not doing that. I can't do it. I know people want to minimize the thousands of songs. I can't do it. I understand what people say when they talk about Gilly, and I've heard people say, well, he wrote some of Carter One. Every mixtape, you telling me this man wrote all the mixtapes? I'm not buying that. I just can't. I'm not buying it. I watched the documentary. I watched Lil Wayne make No Ceilings. Or was it, hold on. Was it No Ceilings I watched him make on a DVD? Maybe it was No Ceilings. Either way, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't fuck with Spitter. Oh, you talking no. Are you talking about Currency? Or are you talking about yeah, you must be talking about Currency. Are you talking about Currency, David? Juvie was better. I'll say this. If you're talking about from that time period, if you saying a grown Juvie rapping against 12-year-old Wayne, fine. I'll give you Juvie was better then. But bro, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Currency is consistent as fuck. Currency will give you a new mixtape every month. No problem. But he's not super lyrical, but he got vibing music. He in the same vein with Smoke DZA and older Wiz, Cushion Orange Juice Wiz, like just that vibe and not really bar heavy, but I fuck with Currency. I'll play some Currency here. The mixtape he got with Alchemist, I can't. The Carrollton, I think it's called Carrollton Heist. Carrollton Heist was cold 1 through whatever the fuck when this shit ended. And the song he got with Wayne on that mixtape, crazy. 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 The hardest from the locks, Styles P. You shouldn't have used the word hardest. Like, if we talk about the hardest nigga from the locks, it's Styles P, hands down. Without no hesitation. No hesitation. Most commercial, I'll give it to Jada Kiss. Hardest, I gotta give it to Styles P. Got no choice. Got no choice. don't do him like that. You say you go with Jada for hardest? Mike, she said hardest. Not listen. Jada has the most commercial appeal. Fine. But I would say you probably haven't listened to all Styles P's mixtapes if you think Jada is harder than him. Nobody mentioned Jeezy yet. Jeezy came out and took over the game at one point. He took over the game at one point. Thug Motivation, y'all hear me out here playing some of this stuff, but they as far as rap duo, well, really, the Locks is a rap group. I'm trying to think of other rap groups. I mean, of course, Outkast. You got Bone Thugs at one point, Goody Mob. But as far as longevity and consistency, nobody's fucking with the Locks. Period. Nobody is. Nobody is, and that's just facts. And there's nothing you can do nothing about that. I fuck with Ross. Let me tell you what about Roland about Ross. I think Ross, as far as I don't think Ross is heavy lyrical, but I think Ross has a great ear for music. He's sonically. Rick Ross got an ear for music. He knows how to make a rap song. Rick Ross has that talent. What I do want Ross to start doing now that I'm hearing him on some of these features, I want Ross as he's getting older to dig in his lyrical bag a little bit more. He done did, these niggas can't hold me, but he done did all that. I want Ross to dig a little bit deep because I feel like it's there in Ross. I want him to dig in his lyrical bag a little bit more. Just a little bit more. But as far as sonically he can make a song, you can't go wrong with Ross. You can't go wrong with it. You cannot go wrong with no damn Ross. I bump some Ross right now. Like that's easy. I fuck with Ross. He's one of the rappers I consider that's non-lyrical that I can still listen to him. I can't listen to. There's some people I can't listen to that's non-lyrical. It's something like I can't listen to him at all. I can listen to him even though he's not bar heavy or nothing crazy like that. He not, like, oh shit, what the fuck Ross just say? Like, I mean, rewind that shit. Like, it ain't nothing like that. But Ross can make a fucking song and that shit be riding. And his ear for beats is unmatched. I think Rick Ross' ear for beats is something he can lend to a couple of motherfuckers. Real shit. Real shit. Somebody already said Aquemini. Mila Britt. Somebody already said Aquemini earlier. Somebody already put Aquemini on the map. You might have came in the conversation a little bit late. But still, longevity, Outkast not fucking with the locks. I'm sorry. Nobody said Busta Rhymes, which, I mean, we're talking about the greatest. Listen to what I'm asking y'all. So maybe that's why some people ain't being mentioned. The greatest rap albums of all, your greatest rap album of all time. Now, that's supposed to be one vote. Ain't nobody putting Busta Rhymes right there. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Like, nobody's putting Busta Rhymes as greatest rap album of all time. It's not going to happen. You have to be a diehard fan of Busta to do that. You have to be diehard. Nick Grant is cold. Nick Grant's last album, though, was on some bullshit. I want Nick Grant to come back cold because what album was it? I be playing the album with Save the Children on it. Damn it, what was the name of it? I can't think of the name of it, but Nick Grant is cold to me. Cold out of South Carolina. Probably the coldest, and I mean, I don't know if he got that much competition, but the coldest rap nigga out of South Carolina, period. I don't know why him and J. Cole don't do more. I know J. Cole from North Carolina, but he from South. Like, I don't know why they ain't never linked up. That'd be a cold ass fucking song. That'd be a cold ass fucking song because Nick Grant be spitting bars and he spits clearly. I can hear every word he's saying, no problem. I'm surprised anybody said Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks be, boy. Lloyd Banks just did Cotty 2 earlier this year. The Course of the Inevitable. Lloyd Banks be spitting crazy. I think he get flash production and always strong. And he be barring so hard, like he just be barring, yo. Lloyd Banks be barring heavy. Like Lloyd Banks be barring heavy. Oh, you said okay. Somebody said Lloyd Banks. Okay. It's y'all gotta this chat is moving fast and I'm trying my best. Ace Hood, Roland, don't get me started on Ace Hood. That man don't get the fucking respect he deserves. And I'm talking about, I ain't even really talking about his albums like that. Mixtape wise, man. And I ain't even talking about his newer mixtape. I feel like he done mellowed out now. He be doing his workout shit. But y'all know I will bump some Ace Hood. Ace Hood, that's my man's in them. He didn't get the respect he deserved. I don't think we the best. DJ Khaled didn't. I don't think Khaled did my man right, yo. I don't think Khaled did him right. He didn't put him out there like he should have. Ace Hood was barring, and he had that energy vibe to him, like on some almost like when Ross got them songs like these niggas won't hold me back, like energy like that, but with bars. Ace Hood don't get the respect he deserve, yo. Ace Hood don't get the respect he deserve. Mike, only reason, look, Mike, here's the only reason I'm gonna let you say that. Because you listen to Ace Hood and the singles that he dropped on the radio. That's the only, and I understand if you did that, if you heard hustle, 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 hard, and that's what you think Ace Hood is, I get it. I get it. I understand. But if you listen to all his mixtapes, ain't no way. I know you didn't. I know you didn't. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. Okay, I see T.I. in here. Okay. Yo, Elaine. Elaine. Elaine, let me tell you something about you right now for this right here. Um, this goes back to what I was saying about women. Uh, it's tough to take them seriously. I'm happy to see that some of the women in here in B123, they know a little something about some rap. The guy you're talking about name is just Lloyd, just like your last name. Lloyd Banks is a rapper from G Unit. He used to be with 50 Cent in them. When he was with them, I didn't really fuck with him. He was barring, but I didn't think he didn't used to open his mouth enough to really get the. I feel like his punchlines got better in recent years. He worked on his flow. He continued to work on his flow. Lloyd Banks is not a singer. The Lloyd you're talking about, name is just Lloyd. That nigga, no last name ass nigga. Like Cher or Eve or Prince. he a one name ass nigga. Like Lloyd. Like we ain't talking about Lloyd. Like they're not that Lloyd. Lloyd Banks, G Unit. Like, yo. right. Right. She's like, get it, shawty. That whole ass nigga. Nah, we ain't talking about him. We ain't talking about Lloyd. Lloyd would never come up in a rap conversation. I think he did a remix with Wayne on one of his songs. Ha ha. No, is that him? She's fine. Wait, but I want you. Is that Lloyd? I don't know, man. Maybe that ain't him. But I think Wayne had a remix with one of these motherfuckers. Some of this shit, like I'm just saying. Listen. Let me tell y'all what we did. Here's what we did tonight. We done got all the way into a hip hop bag. Now y'all making me want to do a whole stream about this music. Y'all making me want to do a whole live stream about rap music and come in here and talk about these albums because I mean that's a good conversation. Everybody can be a part of. Everybody can participate in that. We wearing down on Kanye and them. We ain't gonna deal with this nigga no more like that for real. Can we agree that Kanye is on some cool shit? Can we agree that the only way we're going to call this man a genius is when it comes to possibly production wise heavy and maybe some albums, but we're not calling him a genius as far as business because he's shown himself to be otherwise and we must call him a fucking goon? Can we do that? When it comes to him opening his fucking mouth and saying a little silly ass shit, we gotta be real about it. Even if you're a fan of Kanye, you can be a fan of his music and still recognize he a coon. I fuck with Wayne and I still recognize Wayne as a coon because he came out of his mouth and said racism don't exist. I then can't say, well, no, he ain't a coon, he got bars. Like, no, that ain't how it works. We don't do that shit over. It don't matter if you got bars. It don't matter if you're a talented actor, actress. That ain't got nothing to do with you being on some coon shit. I'm sure Lizzo's ass can play the motherfucking flute. It has nothing to do with her playing James Madison's flute with pride and call herself twerking while she was playing that damn flute. It has nothing to do with her as a flutist or I don't even know what the fuck you call somebody to play a flute. It ain't got nothing to do with their talent. It's when they open their motherfucking mouth. Oh man. And I'm gonna tell you what we need to have some R&B conversations in this bitch too. Cause we gonna have to have some R&B conversations because we can go back to what y'all's boy Puff was talking about when he said R&B is dead. I want to have a conversation about that. I think that'd be an interesting, fun conversation for us to have over here. You know, just to talk about R&B because I got some shit in my head about some R&B too. I listen to music for real. I do this shit for real. So, but I think that'd be a good conversation for us to have. But Candace Owens and Kanye West out of here. Okay. People that's talking like this, people that's talking anti-black, people that's disrespecting our ancestors, out of here. Fuck them. We don't fuck with them like that. We don't let them disrespect our ancestors at all. We don't do that shit. We don't do that shit no more. Black people been letting this shit slide for long enough. And it's time for us. And we're going to be talking about having a fucking culture. And we're going to talk about what the culture is built on. A part of our culture is not letting coons come out here and coon all out loud in the streets. And black folks still say, oh, well, they do got a point, though. No, they don't. That should be a part of our culture. It's not. We need to adopt it. Okay? Mad love to y'all. Y'all hit that like button for me. please do that for me. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate y'all for participating in this live tonight. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out.